Hello and welcome to the channel. Feelers emanating from the Niger Delta is that oil thieves are planning on regrouping to start bunkering business in earnest. It was only a few weeks ago when ex-militant Asari Dokubo informed President Tinubu that the military were responsible for the stealing of the oil. Let's talk details on this. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Niger Delta. Oil thieves regrouping. Ex-militants. Amid the alarm raised by an ex-militant group that oil thieves are regrouping in the Niger Delta to restart bunkering, some leaders of the oil-rich region, activists and stakeholders have told President Bola Tinubu that the actual battle to stop crude bunkering starts from a stable in the presidential villa, Abuja. Maintaining that Tinubu must first decide what he wants to do to oil thieves, they underlined the need to break up the security arrangement that gave oil bunkerers copious space to operate for over a decade. They also urged Mr. President to strengthen ex-militant leader, government Ekbemupolo alias Tompolo, and other private surveillance security contractors believed to be doing a great job to sustain the battle against oil thieves. A co-founder of Sahara Group, a conglomerate with operations spanning the entire energy chain in Nigeria and other parts of Africa, Tony Cole, told Sunday Vanguard, there are those who do the massive ones and so they export Nigeria's stolen crude. A vessel coming into Nigeria waters cannot hide. Then we have satellite today, which means you can actually observe all the Nigerian territorial waters. And I expect every ship to put on its GPS tracker so you know where they are globally. Once any ship puts off its transponder, you know it is here to do illegal business. The All Progressives Congress APC governorship aspirant in Rivers State since 2019 heard. Therefore, there is that end of the business. Crude as a signature, which means any crude you find by its signature, you can trace it all the way back to its source. And there are international laws you can activate to address these things, but it takes concerted efforts, and it starts at the desk of the president, who must decide that I want to bring an end to this thing. Nigeria is not the first place affected by illegal oil bunkering, but countries have decisively stopped it. There is what we call pigging, meaning you can measure the pressure on your pipelines and know when and where they tampered pipelines. It is not a new technology. It has been there for the past 50 years. If we want to know where the interrupted pipeline, we would know. Therefore, what is required to tackle the issue is a very strong political will. The problem in the Niger Delta is that people have weaponized poverty in such a way that economic activities around crude oil bunkering have become one of the major sources of income in the area. We address that mass poverty, so you must address those sitting at the top of the pyramid of oil theft and those at the bottom who should have alternative livelihoods. A former Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Chief Nduese Essien, also spoke. He said, what the current president should do if he is determined to stop oil theft is to dismantle the arrangement currently in place in order to protect oil production and oil exports. He should get officers who will be loyal to Nigeria to take charge and send personnel that will not collude with the cabal. Officers who posted people to protect oil facilities should be able to find out and tell the president so that he should act with the facts available to him. The OV of Ijere Kingdom in Delta State, HRM King Obukowo Monday Whiskey Udurie 1 on his part said, one of the first things government should do if they want to do anything at all is to ensure that every product that leaves Nigeria is accounted for. We have only one road to leave this country. The federal government under Tinubu should expand the current pipeline surveillance to cover all creeks and rivers of the Niger Delta. By so doing, they will remove some of the little miscreants that the cartels use to do these illegal refineries and illegal businesses. It is just like giving a property to a thief to keep. They will safeguard the property well. Tom Polo has done his best. The Dokubo Asaris are doing their best. These people do not have government instrumentality to challenge the high-caliber military, government officials, and oil executives involved in oil bunkering. Is government pretending not to know that its own people are hugely involved in crude oil theft? If that is what they are saying, then let them come to the Niger Delta and see the situation. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. A coalition of campaigners under the auspices of the 21st Century Youths for Niger Delta and agitators with conscience, 21st CYNDAC, which raised the alarm that oil thieves are regrouping to restart bunkering in the Niger Delta at the weekend, said the president should ensure the country goes fully technological in the surveillance of oil production and facilities. Coordinator of the group, Izon AB, said the game plan of the cabal was to distract Tinubu from the fight and urged him to disregard those using some youths to urge him to sack the group chief executive officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, Malam Mele Kyari. He alleged the oil cabal was equally seeking termination of the oil pipeline contract to the Tantita Security Surveillance Nigeria Limited, TSSNL, operated by Tom Polo, after Kyari and Tom Polo declined their subterfuge plan to trade off the current security structure in the oil-rich region. The group in a statement said, "We want to use this medium to bring to the knowledge of Mr. President on Nigerians that these iniquitous people instigating the sack of Malam Mele Kyari have been observed regrouping themselves to restart oil theft and other illegal activities in the Niger Delta. They are digging very deep to compromise the subsidy removal and push the effects of fuel subsidy removal to bite so hard on the poor masses. These people are exploring every devilish means possible to compromise the security architecture currently on ground in the Niger Delta." Kyari is a trailblazer and a perfect gentleman, following his wonderful performance within the short time in charge of the NNPCL. The president, Movement for Survival of Ogoni People, Mosop Fegalo Nsuke, also weigh in on the subject, stating, "The solution will be for governments to implement a deliberate policy to get idle and vulnerable youths engaged in some employment. As long as young people cannot find jobs, fighting these crimes will remain complicated." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.